Hey, Shalom. Hey, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, man, this wicked kingdom.
Right.
First and foremost, we give all praises to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh, double honors to the apostles, the elders, the GMS, who rule well. Yahweh Bashan outside and trusted in their hands and teach us these doctrines, man, and to guide us, man. Hey, honors to the brothers that's out there, putting their life on the line and delivering sacrifice for this truth, man. Hey, we out here for the elect and elect only of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Due to the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, Jamaicans, Levi, the Haitians, Rufus, Seminole Indians, and the North American Indians. This is called the so-called Mexicans. Zebulons, Guatemala, Panama, Manassas, the Cubans, Simeon, or the Dominicans, even the Puerto Ricans, Asher, there's Colombians, Uruguay, Naphtali, Argentina, and Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel who our big brother Yahweh Shai is covering the redeemed, 1/3 the elect, 2/3 are set up for the destruction, man. And the destruction is coming. You just have to keep watching, man. Alternative news feeds, man. Listen to brothers put up videos. If you don't know, man, this destruction is nigh, man. It's at hand, right? We are at the end of this thing, man. America's kingdom is going to fall, and the nation of Israel is about to take over, man. It's about to be a takeover, man.
That's right.
Right. And we were just looking at the news where it says Turkey is declaring war on America. The Lord is bringing these nations, putting it on their mind to come together, to come to war. Y'all, man.
Joel chapter 3 verse 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
It said, proclaim ye among the Gentiles. So we're reciting, we're uttering, we're speaking out in the streets, man. It's like Proverbs 1:20 says, man. We out here in the streets speaking. This is not, this thing we doing now is this is a thing that people have never seen in their whole life, man. So you would have to say, hey, what's going on with that, man?
I see y'all brothers on YouTube all the time. I love y'all energy, man. We need this just to cast this spell over this city. Y'all take it easy, man.
All right, man.
It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
It said among the Gentiles, because that's where we would be scattered at.
Right.
And this vision will be given to a particular amount of men in these times to prophesy to the world, man. Among the heathen where we are scattered. All right.
Prepare war.
Prepare war.
Wake up the mighty men.
Wake up the mighty men. These generals and these colonels and these captains. On every military base you go to now, they're getting their strategic war plans. They're getting their operation orders. They're checking out to see whether the F-26s work properly.
Right.
They're checking out the tanks, man. In the armor room, you're checking your weapon to see if the firing pin going right. You're checking to see if your bulletproof vest works. You're checking everything, man, because they're getting ready to go to war, man. World War III, Armageddon, man.
Yeah, currently China is having war games as we speak, joint war games with their allies. It's been unprecedented the last 5 years. We've seen unprecedented amounts of war games in preparation for a large regional conflict. Okay? Now the brother stated that President Erdogan of Turkey has been in conflict with the leaders of the U.S. because the U.S. was having deals with Turkey that they've been going and reneging on, as usual, by supplying weapons to the Syrian Kurds, the direct enemies of Turkey, man. And they've been enemies of Turkey for some time. So war is being prepared. The mighty men are being brought up. Okay.
This is Jared, because this is for the preparation. This is Jeremiah 46 and verse 3. Order ye the buckler and shield.
Order. That means arrange, man. Go ahead.
And draw near to battle. Harness the horses and get up ye the horsemen. And stand forth with your helmets. Furbish the spears. And put on the bridleness, which goes into armor.
Yeah. So they're preparing, man. They've been preparing for the last, ever since the army was an army, that's what they prepare for is war. That's why they go have what they call a field problem. You go out and you train in the field to make sure you're training right for that day when it really happens.
Hey, you know what? And when you do train in the field, and you actually in real combat, you still get a shot because ain't nobody shooting back when you train. You training, you shooting at a target. That target not shooting back. So the pressure of being return fire, man. Now America's been shooting at every nation. Now the nation's about to start shooting back. So they about to have that pressure of return fire, man. You know, because they've been boasting all these years, bullying everybody, pushing everybody around. Hey, they're that big dude that was in school, the knockout king. Now they got old and shit. Now some new knockout kings out there, man. Now everybody got nukes, man. Now they'll beat your ass, man. You know, now they get at you, man. And they gonna get at you, man, according to this word, man.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I gotta shoot you. You still
Bang, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 34 and 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Right.
You know?
Nations that still exist. It's not talking about some magical nations. It's talking about the biblical nations that were established from the times of old. And this is another reason why you should not be listening to these pork chop eating preachers in Christianity. They do not read or understand the scripture. Okay? Most High is going to bring all these nations together for ultimate battle. Okay?
It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. You know, the Lord, they trying to put band-aids on everything, but the Lord got a plan for you, man.
Right, it's the brawl for it all.
Yeah,
Basically, it's the brawl for it all. And basically, the Lord is setting all of these heathens up to destroy themselves, and then he's going to return, and they're going to try to fight him, and that's it.
Yeah,
Right.
That's it.
yep.
We're going to be delivered.
Yeah.
We're going to be covered from all of these things. We're going to be looking down at the destruction. You know, it's not the end game for you. So for this society and for all of you heathen is you going down according to the Bible, man.
That's right.
You read Daniel the 7th chapter. Once that little horn was destroyed, that was it. And we're living in that little horn right now, man. And right now, all of the nations are gathering in the Middle East for what the scriptures call Armageddon, like the brother just brought out. These nations are trading and getting different weapons from Russia. You got particular nation Russia is being a guard unto, according to prophecy. Everybody's getting ammo. Go ahead.
I believe Syria just bought some S-300 air defense rockets. You know,
Everybody's in the business of arming themselves. That's the end thing right now, man. The infrastructure's all tore the hell up. Everybody's dying. The only thing we can do now is just defend what little bit we got left. So everybody's gearing up to try to get a rulership of this next world because they know that this power structure is on its way out.
like that Mustang.
Yeah. Yeah, that Mustang is finished.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 2 says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people.
We're going to plead with them. We're going to vindicate. That's punishment. Karma got one, man. The mountain troops, man. In the Middle East, that's where he's going to call these people to, man. He's putting it on their minds, man, when you read it in Ezekiel 38. They don't even know why they're making the moves they're making, man. This is the baddest chess game you could ever see. Right. You know? It's really checkmate in 4 moves, but y'all don't even see it.
It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
So all of this is happening so that the nation of Israel can receive that promise that was foretold. He's going to make all these nations come to the valley of Jehoshaphat and fight to reestablish the proper dominion on the planet Earth, man.
Right.
Because you Edomites, which are you so-called white people, have had a disastrous effect on the planet Earth.
Right.
Okay?
And outer space.
Right.
And everywhere, man. Everything you've touched has been polluted. And it's just true. It's just true. Okay?
And there's a big fight to protect them. Out of all people on the earth that people need to be standing up for, people are standing up and defending these people, man. People, Jake especially, man, they're coming together to defend this destructive beast, man.
So for somehow, because we out here preaching, the so-called white man is under some tremendous threat.
Right.
That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he's been terrorizing everything.
It's played out.
This is Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And then wine's talking about these different philosophies, man. Basically, putting that wicked standard of living across all these nations on the earth, taking them away from their standard, man. But that's gonna come to their own ruin, man. You know? It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so, she may be healed. And the brother just made a point. You got our simple ass people, man. If they could, they'd roll up their sleeves and form this coalition to rebuild Babylon, a place that was set up in wickedness, man, that the Most High had set up to be destroyed, you know? And keep going, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaching unto heaven and is lifted up even into the skies, man. So it ain't gonna be no healing Babylon, man. It ain't gonna be no stimulus package, no QE 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. That's gonna help America bounce back, man. The economy circling the drain. You know what I'm saying? You got proxy war, armies being set up throughout Syria and those regions around the Mediterranean, man. Like, the Lord is preparing this place to be destroyed in the Third World War. And it ain't nothing you can do that can stop it, man. You can make comments and scoff against the men that's out delivering the message, but at the end of the day, man, this is prophecy, man, that this place gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, man, that's why all these nations are removing their dollar reserves. That's why the dollar index is at its point right now. It's at an all-time low because there's a transitioning happening.
Right.
Okay? There's an economic reset being prepared. And what comes along with trade and currency war? Real war, man. Okay? And the Bible prescribed it millennia ago. Okay? Somebody else have a precept?
This is Isaiah, because you're speaking about the defilement of Esau, man, because he's destroyed this place.
Right.
This is Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away.
And man, and this is what the New Testament was talking about when it talked about the kingdom coming. When the disciples and the apostles was on the scene with the Lord, they was talking about the kingdom coming, man. They was going into these scriptures. They was going into Isaiah, Ezekiel. They was going into Jeremiah. They was going into Daniel and breaking it down, man. We come in that same stead, okay? There ain't no separation. It's just an upgrade. When you upgrade your Windows on your Mac or on your PC, it don't change from Windows to something else. It's just an upgraded version, man. So it's it's an enhanced version of what you previously had, man. And that's what's happening through the Spirit, man. More things are becoming manifest. More knowledge is going out, man. Okay?
It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws and changed ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant.
Record earthquakes, record epidemic flu season, okay? Pestilence, okay? More and more wealth in the smaller amounts of hands. Okay, what's it called? The dispersion of wealth.
Right. Yeah,
that divide of wealth is bigger than it's ever been, man.
There's more billionaires than there ever been.
Yeah, back in the day, you might have been poor, but you had some land. You could grow something. You could eat. That's life. Now, if you poor, you just ass out. And because all these nations have become industrialized under that golden cup that the brother was reading in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, now when you go anywhere in the world, man, you just see destitute lifestyles, man.
He made the earth a wilderness.
That's right.
Isaiah 14. He made the world a shithole.
That's right.
Like Donald Trump said shithole country. Well, you made Haiti a shithole.
That word defile, Hebrews 26:6
They break every law possible, and then they have disdain for the order of the scriptures, man. Why would we do that? Why's it gotta be that way? You know, cloning monkeys, all types of madness. We could go all day.
Sex robots and shit.
Oh yeah, they just getting started. The whole sex robots is just because men are weak, man. It's just to get you prepared for the AI systems that they want to roll out, man. Because if they can take it on that level and get you just generally accept that, well then you accept anything, man.
Anything. Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
And they use sex.
Big man. That's what it's coming to.
Using sex. What are they doing? They're using sex to promote something bigger, man. Because this world is over-sexualized. There's supposed to be order within sex, man. But in this world, they teach that there's no order within sex. Therefore, it brings forth disease, confusion, children begat of evil, of demonic unions. Yeah, you see? Yeah. And without that order, man, it's nothing but chaos, man. That's what happened in the garden.
It says, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Yeah, man, the judgment has to come, man. You got a whole hill full of disease and corruptness. What do you got to do to that hill? You got to burn it, man.
Yeah, the Lord got to burn it.
Okay? It's the only way.
Yeah.
Okay?
There's no other way that you should see fit. But this place got to burn, man. Ain't no switching at the last minute to this. It's the Vatican. Nah. I mean, although we don't give a damn about the Vatican, the Lord want to burn it. He can burn it, but this place got to burn. That will be. That's the ultimate. To burn this big prison, and we looking down at it, man. All the hell we call here, man.
The scriptures focused on Babylon the Great, and it focused on Edom.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, you gotta burn this place. All the seeds of GMO. And what happens when you try to plant good seeds with GMO seeds? It changes them over, man. It messes up the good seeds, man. So all this shit gotta be done away with, man. And this is gonna hey, we was the old memorial, Zion, man. America's gonna be the new memorial, man. And ain't nobody gonna give a shit about restoring it, man. It's gonna be the memorial of death, violence, you know? It's gonna be a memorial of evil, man. Of wickedness, and it's gonna be a memorial of wickedness being overcome, man. Right. You know?
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 23. Says, behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. So yeah, I mean, everything the brother's talking about, man, whether it be the new trading systems in which these other nations are going into, trying to muscle up their warfare, right? It's all going to be for naught. Because Yahweh Shemiah Shai is going to crack them clouds, man, with his whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? With his fury. You know, that fire of indignation that the brother was talking about actually in Isaiah the 34th chapter. You know, with pain and with fury. You know? Verse 24. It says, the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. So yeah, we are in those latter days, man. You know, and only 1/3 of our nation is going to consider everything in which the prophets of the Lord have been speaking about. You know, prophecy. This being the year of prophecy. You know, Lord willing, be in the year of Babylon's destruction. You know, and the redemption of the elect. You got it.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no there should no flesh be saved.
But if you don't shorten the days, salvation gonna kill everybody. Like the brother that's reading the scripture you just read. That goes with that.
Hey, he'll sacrifice the whole world for a damn 5G network. Right?
Yep.
He'll kill you. He'll kill everybody for a 5G network. He don't care about nobody's health. Hey, he's not even in the business of healing people, man. Cancer been had a cure, man. All these diseases got a cure, man.
Be the last one left with him and the damn dog.
What kind of sick, sadistic person, man, would just keep you alive and just watch you deteriorate? Then they come to shoot commercials. They have the little kids in their bald heads, eyes sunk all in.
Right.
Hey, we gave him his last teddy bear. That shit is sick, man.
You know,
That's sick, man.
that goes back to what the brother had brought out Jeremiah. We would have healed Babylon, but she can't be healed, man. Everything in which she pushes here in this society, man, is death. You know, it is the border of death, the border of wickedness. So yeah, I mean, that's what he has to promote. He has to promote lies. He has to promote murder. You know, that's his vibration. You know, whereas we promote life. We promote things that are organic, things that are in alliance with Yahweh Shemel Bashar, you know, because those days are being short. You know, like we pray that Yahweh Shemel Bashar speeds up these days, man. You know, we pray that all of these things befall America, you know, hey, sooner than later. You know.
If I can say this, man, they create a whole synthetic world to where they're doing away with the relationship between man and woman. They say, hey, you don't need a woman right now. You can go get a sex doll. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they don't even need workers no more. They coming in with artificial intelligence, man.
They don't want you to interact with the Most High's creation.
Yeah.
They want you to interact with their creation.
Hey, did y'all see that virtual reality tour? It was sick, man. You had dudes that had the VR headphones on. He was
Touching bitches.
you know what I'm saying? Doing this, man. I'm like, man, that's not real, man. There wasn't nothing there. But he was touching me.
Yeah.
That brother Jakar, he showed me a video of three motherfuckers caught AIDS fucking with the sex doll.
I seen a trick on the sex doll.
I think that was fake news. And with the point,
With the social media, even the creators of it said, look, we messed up, man. We have torn apart the fabric of society, man. People don't know how to react with themselves. These females you see on Instagram, Facebook, they don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to deal with you, man. Back in the day, you had to have a conversation with a woman. You had to talk to a woman. You had to be able to deal. Now, all they do is take pictures and put cat eyes and monkey faces and all that.
That's not
they don't know how to communicate. Exactly.
Bro, you see these girls on Snapchat and Instagram, and then you see them in real life. You be like, ugh.
They're glamorized.
What the hell? You don't look like that. And then the psychological effects of virtual reality, you don't know how that's going to diminish how your brain functions, man. And it might sound like I'm being extra, but seriously, when you doing it, you interacting with something fake and it's not real, your body is programmed for a whole different type of sensation.
That's right.
You throwing everything off, man.
Right.
You don't know how that's going to affect your brain. Watch it. Virtual reality is going to increase brain tumors. It's going to increase retina and eye problems. All types of things.
And there's no connection with it. Like, you know, the Lord specifically made it to where when you having sex, your spirit is supposed to go into that person. It's a scientific study. They say your brain releases endorphins.
Absolutely.
When you breathe out, and that person takes on your spirit. It goes into that person. They breathe it in, and it gets in that DNA.
Because ain't that what you do?
Yeah, so you having sex with this thing and ain't gonna no connection, and then you're gonna be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but I still can bust bang on. That's not important,
Hey,
man.
like you said, they got the blow up doll. The women got the big dildo. They stick on the end of those machines.
Yeah.
They hit that there, and that shit will start popping.
Right.
And they be on them bicycles when they pedal. I had one video of a girl say, I'm in love with my bike. But it's got a damn ride on it that long. When she sit on it, the pedal is in her, man. She can't get off of it.
Right. And all those things promote death.
What kind of effect is that having on their brain, man?
You know, and alluding to what Brother Ariella had said, you know, serotonin and melatonin are produced naturally in your body. So when you try to artificially do that consistently over the course of time, okay, your whole fabric, okay, not just your brain, but your whole fabric in its relationship to the universe is disconnected. That's right. You know? Just like with the foods that Esau taints, you know? The reason why people walk around here and they so docile to where thinking that being on Instagram or Snapchat is actually a form of intimacy, you know, of mating. It's like, okay, so the natural way in which man and woman were supposed to, or are supposed to interact with each other has now been completely confused.
Look at this, man.
You know?
Hey, they got a new thing called breeding. what they do is the so-called white man, since he's sterile, since he can't have a child, he'll bring in Jake to pop his wife, man, and get his wife pregnant, man. And then they take the baby and raise the baby, man. You just gave your seed to a freak nation, man. You know, hey, I get to bang off in this chick for free. Man, that's wickedness, man. Then this man take your child going off with a you know somebody that lets somebody bang off in their wife. You know he ain't got it all, man. Hey, that child grow up, now he's freaking off on the child, man.
Yeah, I mean that's just adultery in itself. Okay. So yeah, I mean all of these things Esau promotes, man, is death ultimately. You know.
This is Isaiah 29:14. It says, "Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work amongst this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid." And that's what we're going into, man, because the scriptures talk about Esau being wiser than Daniel. You know, all of this technology, he basically thinks he can enhance what the Creator already made perfect. Yeah. You know? I'm gonna keep going. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
This is Romans 1:29-30. Backbiters, haters of the Most High, spiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things.
That's right, inventors of evil things. And anything that's evil is basically, if it's opposite or contrary to the ways of the Heavenly Father, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why his ways are as death, man. It's not promoting life. Like a man and a woman are supposed to get together to have children, man. But now you got a whole generation. You got transvestites. Men want to be women want to be men. It's all out confusion, man. If we continue to go in this pace, man, everybody, like we just read in Matthew 24th chapter, man, there'll be no flesh left to be saved, man. You know? Going this is Isaiah 29:15. It says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord." And all of these wicked works at one point they were hid, but all through the Spirit is being made known, because that's the time that we're in.
They act like if you don't accept the shit, something wrong with you.
And they not hiding it no more. No. He's just being plain with his plans, man, for a new world order, just world dominance, you know. But I'm gonna keep going. It says, "Who seeth thus and who knoweth thus?" Verse 16, here's the point. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." So they basically turned everything upside down that the Most High had already set right side up. But everything's about to be reestablished, though. That's why we want this empire to go down so much, man. That's why we fervently through the Spirit, we should pray. We constantly yearn for this place to be torn down, you know?
Right.
I'm gonna keep going. It says, "For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not?" So that's Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? He like, damn, the Most High made it, but I can make it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, like, he don't know how to make it.
I'm making GMO seeds.
You know? Yeah, you can eat a strawberry year round. The Most High, he put certain fruits and things only to be enjoyed at certain parts of the year. But Esau said, no, man. Why go with that way, man? We can eat strawberries year round in America, you know?
Well, right, and if I can add, because one thing that Esau likes to do is commercialize everything, man. He has to be able to sell it. So the things in which were natural, that were given from Yahweh in abundance, okay, he completely corrupted. But by him corrupting it gave him an opportunity to sell it back to the people, to where you can have strawberries year round.
It's killing you.
Right, but it's killing you. So it's coming at a cost, because that's also a part of his global, what is it called, depopulation.
That's right.
You know, as far as the Georgia Guidestones. So he's gonna make money because he's giving you something that he knows is not beneficial to you, and he also knows that it's going to stop you from reproducing.
Biological warfare, yep.
Bingo.
That's eugenics, man. Because you got known eugenics like Planned Parenthood, but even in ways with the food, the quality of the earth, these are all methods to help them reach their goals to get the world population to around 500 million, man. Go ahead.
I could just say real quick, man, brother, some research, his name was Dr. Richard Day. You know what I'm saying? And he actually had a it was pretty much, what's the word before? When you're speaking to a bunch of people.
Lecture.
A lecture. It was a lecture. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty much giving a spiel, like, he was an insider, man. He was pretty much giving a spiel, like, like if I give this information out, I already know I'm probably die. But he was giving the whole spiel of how they pretty much they got the cure for cancer. You know what I'm saying? But they push these things like cancer, GMOs and things of that nature just to actually depopulate the earth, man.
Right.
And these elites are behind it. His name is Dr. Richard Day, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers should look it up. It's interesting. You know?
And there's a doctor that he found the cure for AIDS through herbs and fasting. So the things are out here, man. Esau's not, the elites aren't partaking in their how you say their shit, because they got all the technologies that they stole, they harbored, they got it all, man. They go and they get their shot, they get their herbal shot, and the things that heal their body while they live in a cesspool, man. They pretty much got a wetsuit on. But this is the point with this devil, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 2, that ye be not shaken in mind or be troubled, because these things got to come to pass, man. We got to taste of this to see what this man is the devil, man. At one time he was just a retarded brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He was just Esau. But then now it says